At Euro 2024, many young footballers were playing great, but only one was a superstar. This footballer is even being compared to Lionel Messi, and he also won the whole Euro and all that while being 16 years old. It's clear that we are talking about Lamine Yamal, but where did this footballer come from? There are a lot of things that you probably don't know about him, and some may surprise you. These are 10 things about him that may surprise you. He was born in Barcelona in the year 2007, where small Lamine Yamal Nasraoui Ibana, to a family of immigrants. His mother comes from Equatorial Guinea and his father from Morocco. His family wasn't rich, so Lamine didn't have easy childhood. Before we go deeper, something crazy happened the year he was born. FC Barcelona were playing a friendly match for a good cause and had to shoot a charity calendar. And the child that was on the page with Lionel Messi is no one other than Lamine Yamal. Is that a crazy coincidence? It's being sad that even without Messi knowing it, he blessed Lamine, and that is why he is so good right now. His family won it in the lottery, without knowing with which player will they have the photo shoot. When Lamine Yamal was 3 years old, his parents broke up and his mother moved to a different city, so he had to change his location every few days. But most importantly, both of his parents supported him in what he wanted to do the most. That's playing football. At 4 years old, he joined his first team near the place where his mother lived. Because they didn't have a car, sometimes after training, the coach had to give him the ride home. He was so good that at 6 years old, the scouts from FC Barcelona scouted him, and after he was humble. And even when he played football with the kids in school, he didn't say to them that he is academy. He never wore the club merchandise, just to show where he plays. In his second year at La Masia, he scored 56 goals because of him. They had a rule that they only accommodate players that live outside of Catalonia. For example, when they scouted Lionel Messi from Argentina, of course they gave him a place to sleep in the academy. But they also got a place to stay to Lamine Yamal so that he could be closer to the school and football pitches. He was the first player to get this treatment because they saw his potential, how talented he was. It turned out to be a good decision because the next season they had to move him so that he could play with older players. At one time, he played with players that were 4 years older than him, but he kept scoring goals. Most people don't know this, but he started his career as a striker, and that was also the reason why he scored so many goals. But after years, it showed that he is better as a winger because he's unbeatable at 1v1 situations. After he won a tournament with Barcelona, Spain national team offered him to play for U15 Spain, but not for long because they moved him to U16 and then to U17, where he scored 8 goals in 10 matches. That's when he went to Euro under 17, where he scored 4 goals and carried Spain to the semifinals, where they lost to a talented France team, and that when the football world started to notice him. It was only a matter of time before he played for FC Barcelona in La Liga. But don't forget, Barcelona played against Real Betis, and in the 83rd minute, he substituted. He was 15 years old and 9 months at the time. He broke the record for being the youngest Barcelona player to play professionally. In 11 minutes of play, he proceeded to impress football fans that he should play more. He almost got a goal and an assist, but unluckily didn't get anything. But it was deeper because when Lamine Yamal turned 16, he could have signed for any club in the world. He had many choices. But when Xavi decided to play him in the La Liga, he showed him that he counts with him and wants him to stay. We don't know if he had something like that planned, but with this action, Barcelona kept him. He signed a professional contract with FC Barcelona with a plan to give him time. They wanted to give him minutes only from the bench, but as we know, that didn't happen. Barcelona had financial problems, and players like Ansu Fati or Dembele left, and there became a free position for Lamine to play. He started to play in the starting line. Because he was so young, he broke many records, including being the youngest player to play in La Liga, youngest assister in La Liga and Champions League, youngest scorer in the La Liga, and many more records. That is his club career, but many people know him from Spain national team. But did you know that he may have not played for Spain? It was close, but how was it possible? When he was 15 years old playing for under 19 years old, the Morocco national team called him. Because his parents are from Morocco and Equatorial Guinea, he could have chosen either country. Morocco came up with a huge offer, but when Spain saw that they could lose a player like Lamine Yamal, they offered him to play for a team. We know today what he chose, but it is still crazy. He was 16 years old. He was supposed to play for under 17 and not the A team. In the Spain national team, he broke the record for being the youngest player to play and score. After his good performances, he was called up to the Euro squad, but he didn't have it easy there. Maybe you have seen that they wrote articles that Lamine Yamal can't play in matches after 8 p.m. But why? Because they have a rule that kids under 18 years old can't work after 8. Allegedly, Spain had to pay a fine for him to play, but that probably didn't happen. During the tournament, he broke even more records, like being the youngest scorer in the history, and many more. But how he was playing was crazy. He was playing relaxed, which doesn't fit his age. He won the Euro with Spain and got an award for the best young player. It will be interesting to watch him, but what do you think? Will he fulfill his potential? Write your opinion in the comments.